elections. Not the only thing that's been occupying our minds, of course. The price of fuel has been top of mind for a lot of us. But was the fuel price hike announcement deliberately suppressed to protect the ANC at the polls? Well, the Automobile Association says that it's writing to Parliament over these very concerns. The massive increase was reportedly made public only 15 minutes before the close of voting in the municipal elections on Monday. To weigh in on the issue, we're joined by independent economist Bonke Dumisa. Bonke, if you look at the timing, according to the AA, the press release was meant to come out on the 28th of October, and it was delayed, like I said, until 15 minutes before voting closed. The timing is suspicious.
Yes, I can agree with you in a way that the timing is suspicious. However, I will definitely disagree with you when this was meant to protect the ANC. What has happened over the past 18 months or so, the Central Energy Fund has been very disappointing in the manner in which they did not want to be transparent in the way that they do things. In the past, they used to release the fuel price adjustments at least by Thursday or Friday preceding the Wednesday when the prices were going to go up and down. Now they always come with them right at the last moment. And what they did on Monday is exactly what they've been doing in the same way as they've been doing with this mysterious late levy that they keep on imposing, and they don't really tell us how they calculate it.
Bonke, so you don't think that the news of a massive price hike, a massive fuel price hike, would have hurt the ruling party at the polls?
Not necessarily so, because this has nothing to do really with the South African government. Those of us who are following the Brent crude oil prices on a daily basis know that this month, the last month, October, was really difficult for Brent crude prices. They moved from an average of 75.5 US dollars a barrel in September to an average of 83.4 US dollars a barrel in October. That was very massive, and yet at the same time, our rand was not really doing that well. It had weakened from an average of 14 US dollars 50, say, in September, to an average of 14 US dollars 52 in October. So the combination of those two really made it clear that we're going to have massive price increases in November. The only problem, as you are highlighting, is that the CEF, if ever just did this thing on time, that would just have made things much easier for everyone. But they have this particular obsession now about being very not transparent, and that always raises suspicions whether there are elections or no elections. So I'm not necessarily saying that the ANC would not have been negatively affected as well by the release of that, but this thing is happening every month. So all what I'm saying is this was going to come out. Why the CEF decided to do it on Monday afternoon, it is because they've just been that irresponsible over the past 18 months or so.
Yeah, so it seems to be their MO of late. Bonke, you mentioned that the AA also questioning the levy that's added to our fuel price, the slate levy. Explain to me why this is now being questioned.
What has been happening, we've been able to accurately predict what the fuel price adjustments were going to be, because we have the fuel price adjustments every Wednesday. So we've been able to predict them looking at the under-recovery, over-recovery levels. And then all of a sudden, they come up with this slate levy, which changes every every month. They say that is to deal with the assistance and allowance they give to the people who are middlemen, including the service stations when dealing with the fuel. But it's the manner in which they calculate that one. They've not really easily explained it to us so that we can be able to predict it as well, that this is how much they can adjust them for. And then that creates that suspicion that they manipulate those figures to suit whoever's ends are. We do not know. And it is very disappointing because in South Africa, transparency is part of the democracy we have, that everything must be transparent so that the consumers and the citizens of South Africa must always know what is coming their way.
All right, Bonke, thank you so much for your time. Independent economist Bonke Dumisa speaking about the announcement of the fuel price hike earlier this week.